Hey,
Maybe better to answer that. We have gotten a spreadsheet that was a list of claims that were paid by the third party administrator, so that was one. And, it included almost all of the claims that were still outstanding. There was about 30 or so, 35, that we still had questions about. And we've actually gotten some answers on those too, just not anything concrete.
Mr. Nichol, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, he is in.
I guess what we need is a report, this Dr. Cullen, Chairman of the Committee, as to where we are on our outstanding, debts payments.
Can you?
I need to get one
one
comprehensive list,
comprehensive
which
list,
will make
which
it
will
easier,
make it
because
easier,
right
because
now
right now
there was
it
a
was a
list
list
sent of all
sent
the
of all the
claims
claims
paid at the
paid at the
normal
normal
payable amounts.
payable amounts.
Those are being
Those are
handled
being handled
differently because it's
differently,
really
because
easy
it's
to run
really
it
easy to
through the
run it through
CPA
the
system.
CPA system.
So that was
So
what
that
was
was
sent
what
to
was sent to
Kelly.
Kelly.
Kelly then
Kelly
sent me
then sent
back
me
the
back
list
the
of
list of
claims with
claims with
questions about
questions
why
about
they
why
aren't on
they
the
aren't
list.
on the list.
And then I
And
think
then I
you
think
got
you
back
got
my
back my
in
in
caps
caps
my
my
responses to each
responses
of
to
those
each of those
categories,
categories,
I believe.
I believe.
Yes.
And then
And
since
then since
then,
then, we
we got the
the
signature
signature
back
back
on the
on the
Methodist claim
Methodist claim
yesterday.
yesterday. I got.
Can everyone hear me?
Everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I
Okay,
got the
so I got the
signature back
signature back
on the
on the
Methodist
Methodist
claims
claim
yesterday.
yesterday.
I got
I got
the and I'm not
and I'm
trying
not
to
trying to
like
like
I'm not trying to
I'm not
settle
trying to
anything
settle
else
anything
other
else
than
other
waiting
than
for
waiting for
proposals that have been
proposals
out
that have been
there
out there
a
for
while.
a while.
That's the only thing. The only reason
The
I'm
only
even
reason I'm even
talking to you about
talking
getting
about getting
a sign off.
a sign off.
So I got the
So I
one
got
back
the one
from
back from
Methodist
Methodist
yesterday. I
yesterday.
got a
I
note
got a
from
note from
the
the
attorney I've been
attorney
dealing
I've
with
been
on the
dealing with
care
on the care
centrics
centrics
that they
that
are
they are
agreeing to the
agreeing to the
terms. They
terms.
wanted to
They wanted
change
to
some
change some
language
language
in my
in my
proposal. They're
proposal.
sending
They're
that back
sending
to
that
me.
back to me.
And then
And
that was the
then that
care
was the care
centrics.
centric.
And I
And
think
I
as
think
I
as I
noted
noted
to
to
Kelly, those
Kelly,
the mini
the
med
mini
are
that are
also
also
the same
the
tax
same
ID
tax
numbers.
ID
Those are
numbers. Those
included
are
in that.
included in that.
And
And
then
then
the
the
other
other
miscellaneous ones
miscellaneous
that don't
ones that
fall in
don't
those
fall in those
categories
categories
were on a
were
list
on
to
a
just
list to just
pay
pay
at
at
the
the
payable amount.
payable amount.
So those go
So
through the
those go through the
CPA, and that would
CPA, and that would
include
include
the one
the
that
one
Kelly
that
just asked
Kelly
about
just asked
earlier
about
today
earlier
when the
today when
gentleman
the
called,
gentleman called.
and then
And then
the
the
retina.
retina.
There's like
There's
several
like
claims on
several
the
claims
retina
on the
list,
retina list.
and
And
I
I
believe that
believe
all
that
that
all
leaves
that
are
leaves
a
are a
couple
couple
claims where
claims where
the
the
providers saying
providers
they don't
saying they
have
don't
any
have any
claims
claims
in their
in their
system.
system.
And so
And so
there are
there
two
are
like
two
that.
like
I
that. I
think the
think
best
the
way to
best
handle
way to
those,
handle
because
those,
they
because
could be
they
just
could be
gone
just gone
and written
and
off
written
for
off
whatever
for
reason.
whatever
They're just,
reason. They're just
they have no
they have
record
no
of them,
record of
or
them,
they could
or they
have
could
been
have
maybe
been
sold to
maybe
a
sold to
credit
a credit
agency, and
agency,
they may
and they
pop
may
up in
pop
the
up in the
future.
future.
So I
So
thought,
I thought,
leaving funds
leaving
in an
funds in
escrow
an
account
escrow account
to
to
address that
address that
if it comes
if it
up in
comes
the
up in
future
the
would be
future
the way
would
to
be the
handle
way
those.
to handle those.
Um,
Um,
but I
but
think,
I think,
we're there.
we're there.
There's a couple loose
There's a couple
ends
loose
just
ends just
that,
that,
like I
like I
described,
described, but
but we are
we are
pretty much there.
pretty much there.
I do want to
do
make one
want to
other
make
comment.
one other comment.
When I've got
When I've got
some of these
some of these
groups, there'll be
groups,
a
there'll be a
settlement
settlement
proposal that
proposal that
involves
involves
Mississippi County
Mississippi County
and one or
and
two
one
other
or two
counties.
other counties.
So
So
if
if
I would
I would
like contact and say, hey, never mind, now we pay the whole thing. That would just like I think negatively impact the other groups, and that the providers like, wait a minute, you proposed this, you know what I mean? So that's why I did not do that, like care-centric and Methodist, because there are other counties with a lot more claims with those providers. So, but like I said, Methodist is done in care-centric. The attorney told me that they're just making a change to the proposed sign-up IAC. Are you still there?
Yes, we're here.
Oh, okay. I thought I got cut off. So, and I think it's because I think I explained it so you understand. They have to pay two different ways. The claims that are paid at the payable amounts, which was that large list, go through the TPA because they're in the system, and they pay them the payable amounts. They complete the processing, and there's some small adjustments in there that have to do with employee deductibles and things that to keep it straight in the system. It's got to be done that way, so that TPA has a record of all of this. So when there's that list which was sent, there's going to be another shorter list like that, and it can be combined to make it easier. So you've got, at the end of this, you're going to have two lists, which are going to be the one of all the claims payable to payable amounts, and those are in the payable column. So if there's ever a question, but paid, yes, done paid list, the amount, payable amount, and then there's going to be a separate list, which is the one the TPA has customized for the ones that I have been resolving. They're all the ones that were marked in yellow, and then we've added since we last talked, we've added confirmed settlement ones. Those all have to be put on a separate list by the TPA and entered with the amount that I'm providing settled as include in their system. They will then run out that list, supplemental paid claims list, and it'll say like add an amount other than the payable amount or settlement amount, and then that will be the like the permanent record that you'll have to keep as documentation for all the other claims that have been paid via settlement. And then I guess the only other positive is with the Methodist settlement that should be able to cover reimbursing the county for the claims at like $18,000 that were paid to the employees, reimbursed employees. I believe so. I apologize. I don't have the final math. Like I just got that one yesterday, and there's care-centric, so I'm just waiting on.
So we are going to get reimbursed for the ones that the county has paid for? Is that what he said?
Well, I have a question. A lot of these collection systems, after 24 months with no collective action, then that bill falls off the books and can't be resurrected. Or not resurrected this time. Can those bills be resurrected at a later date to hit our clientele in the face, or is that purged from their bookkeeping system?
Are you referring to the two that the provider has no record? Or which claims you referring to?
Well, I just was sent a list from a collection group that I know that said legislative act in Arkansas. Of course, I wouldn't know because I didn't research it. That if a medical bill went 24 months without collective action, then collective action could not be taken. And I wonder if some of those bills have been written off as per your conversation earlier that they couldn't be found. Is that in that category? Is that the reason those outstanding bills can't be found? Did I hear that correct?
That would be those, that
those,
category.
there's only,
The two that I'm aware of that fall into that category.
Okay. Well, to kind of sum it up, what is left outstanding that hadn't been paid or hadn't been negotiated? I guess that's the main question for us.
The
The
care
center and
mini bed,
mini-bed,
which is the one where the provider attorney told me yesterday
told me
to
yesterday to make one change.
So
So
they'll make that
change.
I doubt
I
it'll
doubt it'll
be
be
an
an issue.
And then
And then I will,
they're going to want me to sign off, which is normally not requested, but I go proud of that. And then those will be paid. And then the I'm going through this.
Everything else on Kelly's list to me
has
has
been
been
like the
like
airbag, for example.
the
The settlement
settlement
that would
we're
actually
actually
sign off on too.
too.
So it's going to be the NIMIT and then the two that we have no record of. And I think there's the one provider where there was several payments made by the employees. They're being paid. They're on the list to be paid, but I think there was a question about going back to Kathy O'Leary, who I work with, confirming the correct amount with that provider, because it got confusing. There were several partial payments by employees. But I think that provider, where they're trying to nail down the correct amount, and Care Center, and the two we can't find. I think that's it. And I'll get you the list of additional ones to be paid, the total amount, which is the retina and then the gentleman who's contacted Kelly recently. Let's see, that one, and then I think that's it.
Sean, Cigna that hadn't been paid.
Cigna is that they contacted me. I followed up with Jasmine Albert, said her name's Brenda, who's with Cigna, and as you know, Cigna's video network. They've been involved with this day one. They knew all about it. They actually terminated his contract over this whole mess. They told me, I think it was Tuesday. Sorry, we got the proposal being brought up at the meeting, and we'll give you an answer. And if they counter with a higher number, that's fine. But that's another one. Cigna overlaps basically every group, so I don't want to jeopardize other groups need the if not done as well. They need the settlement more.
Go back to the same question. At what time period do we expect to close this out?
The two that we can't find will be left open, and I think to have money in escrow in case they contact. Those really won't be closed out until I guess at some point in time. They're not going to call, but I think there's money left in escrow. Those won't be. The other one is going to be if Care Center sign off their revision. I mean, I don't control that, so I don't promise that I don't have control of it. They said they would send the revised sign off.
sign off.
I mean, I
I
would
mean, I
expect
would
it to
expect
be,
it to be,
that means
that
soon,
means soon.
but,
But,
sheriff
sheriff
centric
centric
is,
is,
a
a
really
really
unusual
unusual
situation. I've been
situation.
told
I've
that
been told
before.
that before.
I've been told for
Been told
probably
for
3
probably
months
3 months
by her name's
by her
Miley
name's
Smith
Miley Smith
that
that
yes, we're
yes,
sending
we're
it, yes,
sending
we're
it,
sending
yes, we're
it,
sending
and
it,
then,
and then,
so I
so
don't, I
you know,
can't,
I can't,
I don't want
I
to,
don't want, I don't
say
want to
I'm going to
say
have
I'm gonna
that
have
in a
that
day
in a
or,
day or,
even a week, only because
because
they've gone
they've
around the
gone around
circle
the
for,
circle for,
seems like
seems
forever.
like forever.
I mean, what I
I mean,
could
what I
do
could
is
do
just,
is just,
I have it in
I have it in
writing that you're
writing that you
agreeing with
agree
amount,
with the
so I can
amount,
just
so I
hold
can just
that,
hold that,
amount
that
in
amount in
escrow.
escrow.
But other than
But
that,
other than that,
like,
Do we know,
other than
other
that,
than that,
do we know what we owe them, and can we not take from the money that we've made available to you all and pay all this and get this over with?
you could, the only thing I would ask is that
that
I don't want to
I don't want to
jeopardize
jeopardize
the proposal that's in place with a provider that could negatively impact the other counties.
Okay, well,
If you're,
when the decks are cleared and we don't want to jeopardize it civil, we have an accounting of what's left in the escrow account.
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, and I just ask you for some
for
time
some
on
time
that because, I want to
I
get,
want to get,
it'd be better to not do it
not do
piecemeal.
it piecemeal.
And if I could
And if
tie
I
up these
could tie
loose
up these
ends
loose
and
ends
then,
and then,
just have
just
the
have
two
the two
that we
that
are,
we are,
AWOL.
AWOL.
And then I think,
I think,
hopefully the care centers and Cigna, follow up with their statement to me that they're responding, soon. If it gets to be more than another week or two, then we can have a final list of everything on it and just have those, resolved a different way or have those as the only short exception list.
Well, I'm just trying to look for a way not to ruin my Wednesday and yours 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, and I guess we're talking about like imminent divorce. I'd be glad when it's over with.
So, Mr. Nichol, you're
Yes.
saying that you're wanting 2 more weeks, is that correct, to have everything completed?
I think 2 more weeks, I will either have the complete second list that so we'll have 2 paid claims lists. One at payable amount, one at the adjusted amount. And the only exception should be the 2 claims that we can't identify.
Okay, not
By 2 weeks, if Care Centric and Cigna respond like they said they would, they will then be on the list, and that'll be everything else.
All right, well, I think this group is ready to pay them off at face amount. But if you think you can finish the negotiations in 2 weeks, I think they'll consider that. But at some point, we want a date to where this will be completed. And if we need to pay those off at the face value, then I think that's where this group is going. That 2 weeks would be as long as we want to wait. I mean, we're looking at
2 weeks.
Yeah. So 2 weeks comes and goes, and then we just want to pay Care Centric and Cigna. Then I would just need to find a way to relay to them. You're going to get paid payable amounts for the Mississippi claims, but this is a special situation. This should not impact the pending for the others. I think that's a great way to handle this. And that's okay.
If we pay those, do we jeopardize the settlement we've already made?
No, because there's no overlap with other providers, right?
Yes, sir. I don't want to pay these off and jeopardize a settlement that we made with somebody else and say, hey, if we'd have held out long enough, we'd have got more money. Do we jeopardize that settlement?
I don't think so, and I have
I
had that
have had that
conversation with
conversation
Kathy.
with
Like,
Kathy,
I mean, like if this provider's talking to this one and they find out, hey, how
hey,
come
how come
this got
this got
resolved at a
resolved
different
at a different
number? And I
number?
mean, I'm a
I
little
mean, I'm a
concerned
little
about
concerned
that,
about
but
that, but,
they should
we
not.
should
That should
not,
not be happening. And if it
if
does,
it
I
does,
mean,
I mean,
the
the
proposals were the
proposals were
same
the
across
same
the
across
board,
the board.
and
Well,
then
And then
when
when,
like
like,
like a
like a
provider that had a
provider that had
large
a
number
large
of
number
claims,
of
there's
claims,
more
there's
incentive to
more incentive
resolve
to
it, so
resolve
that
it, so
percentage
that
might be
percentage
higher.
might be higher,
You know,
you know?
but
But,
yeah, I mean, the
the
risk
only
of
the
that is
risk of
that
that
the
is
two
that two
different
different
representatives for
representatives for
providers
providers
are
are
communicating, and
communicating. And
yeah,
I
it's
yeah, it's
possible, but
possible, but,
they can't.
they
I mean,
can't,
they sign
they
off
sign
and they
off and
agree
they
we're
agree
accepting
we're
this
accepting this
amount
amount
for
for
these
these
claims.
claims.
It's not a
It's not a
reason
reason
to cancel the
cancel
deal.
the deal.
Do we have at our disposal the amounts outstanding that have not been paid? Do Kelly and them have those numbers?
So it's a
It's a
moving
moving
target,
target,
and like I
and like
said,
I said,
even as of
even as of
yesterday, it changed.
yesterday, it changed.
She does,
She
but
does,
I
but
think she
I
does,
think
but
she
I don't
does, but I
know
don't know,
how updated that
how
would be.
updated that would be.
But that's the
But
part
that's the part,
I would like
I
to
would
do
like to
that
do that,
when
when this
this current
current
round
round
is
is
wrapped in
wrapped
the
in
books.
the books.
Then I have the whole
The
picture.
whole picture.
All right. Well, then we'll set 2 weeks from today as a date to meet again, and I hope it's an extremely short meeting. Thank you.
I think,
Okay.
Okay.
Justice Hartman had a
Wait,
question.
wait a minute, Mr. Nichol.
Justice Hartman, you had a question there about reimbursing?
Yeah, so when you said like on the Mississippi County claim, so when I'm looking at this list, there's two that says that Mississippi County gets reimbursed, and then there's some that don't say it, but we paid it. So are we gonna get reimbursed for all the ones that we paid?
So I think there's money there to cover
cover the,
18,000 that
that
is
is
where the
where
recent
the recent
amounts
amounts,
that not all
that
of
not
them
all of
go
them
back
go
for
back for
the initial
the
claims
initial
paid.
claims
I'm
paid.
talking
I'm
about
talking about
the um,
um,
money the
money
county
the county
reimbursed the employees
reimbursed the
to, which
employees
I think
to,
is like
which I think is like
17,000.
18,000.
If you're looking at the list, like I have in front of me, you have some that are in pink that says Mississippi County paid, and then where you have it with blue, it's saying Mississippi County reimbursement. So the one that say in blue Mississippi County reimbursement, is that the total of 18,000, or is it including everything in blue and pink that's totaling 18,000? I mean, I don't have a calculator in front of me to add up all these numbers, So which one are you saying that totals 18,000?
There were several employees we paid to the providers. My understanding was that the county reimbursed them. And that was a list that me and Kelly walked through, and I think the total came up to like 17,000. That would have been payments from the county to these employees. That's my understanding.
Yeah, it's a little over 18,000 up here, but yes.
Is it the pink and the blue?
I don't know about the color.
Yeah.
The ones that say,
If you look on,
those are not
his colors.
Those are not,
As long as you all know I'm satisfied.
okay. As long as you guys know.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the list of everything that we've reimbursed employees, and that's what he's talking about.
So the ones in our color that you have, that we paid, we're adding it to those reimbursements from them, correct?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Okay, so like if I'm looking at the chart you have here, right? Is it do you have that in front of you, Lou?
Yes, but this is Peggy's coding, so you may want to ask.
So Peggy, you know how you have it written in pink that Mississippi County paid, right? And then right next to it, it's in blue also that Mississippi County is getting reimbursed.
Where it says reimbursed, that's where Mississippi County did reimburse the employee.
Oh, they reimbursed. So
The one in pink is where we wrote the check the first time, at the very beginning, when we were
There's gonna be some.
So those are
overlapping.
included with the, okay.
There was just gonna be some overlapping because of just how this went, you know. But yeah, so Mr. Nichol is saying though that the ones that are in blue that we're saying the city can reimburse the employee for, we should get most of that back.
What about the others that we paid, like we paid and then we didn't pay
We won't
the?
get that back. We paid St. Bernard's, we paid Great Medical.
That's what I'm asking, so are we
He
gonna
said
get rid?
no. But we were never,
That was our portion.
I don't think so. You're talking about, we paid the, like it,
The very beginning, we issued a check, you know, to St. Bernard and,
in other words, we stepped in front of Mr. Nichol then and we paid it where he would have normally paid.
yeah, and then he started writing.
Well, he told us what to pay.
Yes.
Our ordinance original $650,000, we had to pay almost $190,000. It's our part of the settlement.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's really a moot point.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I was.
So in 2 weeks, is everybody gonna be
That's
ready?
right.
In 2 weeks, let me just clarify for get us all on the same page. Then in 2 weeks, we will have exhausted, I think our patience in it, and then we would prefer then to pay the rest of it off and get it over with.
Correct, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Mr. Nichol, I think it's the consensus of the body that, we'll go 2 more weeks, but that's it. And, on May the 5th, we'll be, expected that the rest of them be paid off.
All right, so within 2 weeks, I'll get these last two proposals back. I find ways to stay without like.
Yeah, I think we've gone long enough.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, I'll send you an invite for Wednesday, May 4th at 1:30 p.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
Is he gone? All right, I don't know. My personal feeling is we just go on. And I still go back to, let's say that you're a provider and we owe you $100,000. You settled for 35. Then it's tail end, I've held on. Now I'm owed $100,000, you pay all of it.
Right.
Does that not jeopardize the dealing in good faith with the previous creditors? He says no, but that's hard for me to swallow.
But from a legal standpoint, no, it's not going to, because the person who took the 35 had the right to stand fast, just like you did. If they sign their agreement, then they have signed away their legal rights.
Sure would put a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, it would.
Well, I think it's got a bad taste in
Everybody's mouth anyway.
I
Now,
had bad things in my mouth on this whole thing.
what do I want to bring up, and it's just me, the judge and I've talked about it. I would like to, adding to what we said, I would like to get a running history, and the judge can furnish us with that, what happened from 2019 to the present. And we'd like to get in touch with the other 7 counties that are involved. And anybody's got a history of what they did in Mississippi, because this company, Performance Health, was one entity and then they became another entity, but the same people were involved. And I would like to give that information to the county judge.
Well, and I think of what, research I've done, I don't think the same people are involved. I think that,
You don't think they're together?
no, in fact, the sales staff there.
Yeah.
I've seen them at 2 county judges, meetings just recently, selling the snake oil.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
a different name.
Again, my feeling is to take our bad experience and try to protect the people of the state of Arkansas. Another entity just like us get the same deal. And I don't know that we can do that through the Attorney General's office or not, but I don't think, we personally, the board and the county took premium money in good faith and didn't do what we said we were going to do for the people of the county. And the suffrage became man on the ground level. And I just would like to try to do something to keep somebody else being put in the middle, like we've been put in the middle, and hurt our employees.
I think probably the largest issue with the whole thing is that the county wasn't aware that we were investing in it.
Weren't aware we were self-insured.
That's right. I think that's really the only thing. The rest of it is, you can't buy cheaper insurance. I mean, it just doesn't exist and expect it to work. I mean, you've got a history of a loss ratio that you can pretty much prorate on what we're going to anticipate for the following year, and you either pay that in or something bad like this is going to happen.
Right. Well, normally what happens in insurance companies, they're investment companies. They get what you talked about. And then when we exceed that, look out, next year becomes a premium increase to cover their losses.
Yeah.
They're not going to absorb the losses.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They didn't absorb the losses and do their part. We've been through attorney fees and everything to try to get this paid. Performance Health should have done.
Well, but they were paying out in the fund, and then there was a administrative fee and then a reinsurance policy. It was really Gerber.
Yes, sir.
Who didn't.
But what
But I don't think
association was there?
I don't think that you could. I just can't see protecting anybody else and then go into it if they know they're going into it as a self-insured policy. Which there's nothing wrong with that if you know it. If you know it and you can stand at the table long enough,
Well, I don't think anybody knew the self-insurance had already burned us once before. How long ago, Mike?
Judge was with me on that one.
It's happened twice. And of course, I have a burr in my saddle against insurance companies anyway. I've bet my whole life. There's more crooks in insurance sales than there is selling used cars.
Yeah.
And I just hate to take it sitting down.
Yeah.
That they've dumped on us.
I mean, self-insured policies are not bad, I mean, if you know what you're getting into, it might even be better than an insurance policy if you've got enough money to stand
Pay it out.
That's right.
But see, we didn't know that part.
That's right.
Of course, we didn't know it at that time. And here we are. This is 2022.
Yeah, almost the middle of it. By the time we wait 2 more weeks,
Yeah.
and then whatever happens, we will be at the middle.
And it just, insurance companies keep getting away. And I go back to, if we sit down and I'm self-insuring you don't put up enough money, catastrophic care, that was Performance Health's deal, to deal with catastrophic care. Gerber people, as far as I'm concerned, that wasn't mine, your problem. They did not administrate their deal with Gerber. And then we paid them a premium to take care of us. Then we paid them a premium to bail us out. They got paid twice. Is essentially what happened. And anyway,
we bad all the way around.
Duplicate paid for nothing, and the employees got burned.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate the employees are the ones that got burned. I just don't want that to be anybody else that's possible. I don't know. So with the committee's permission, I would still like to talk to the Attorney General's office and see if we have an out. With your permission and committee's permission, I'll keep my mouth shut if everybody wants me to, which is different for me to do when I think something wrong. So.
Well, if we're gonna go that route, let's get all the documents together and make sure that we've.
We want to be on the right page.
Yeah.
But when we contact the Attorney General's office, they'll have their ducks in a row before they do.
Yeah. I think this group's pretty much disbanded.
There.
I don't think it looks good.
He changed companies, or he changed company name.
Yeah.
There's something wrong there, you know.
I think this is a case of buyer beware.
Yeah. Well, on and on. Anybody have any new business?
Nope.
Something I missed? Once we get out of this, I would still like to let's get together and get somebody to negotiate our insurance for us. Cause nobody here, we're not capable of, you know, we don't want done to us what happened to the court before. Cause didn't know, nobody had an ill intent that got into this insurance deal.
Yeah.
You know, but can't know what you do until you do. Got to entertain a motion to adjourn. Got a motion, got a second, all in favor? All opposed? See you.